really proud of our guys' effort tonight. I thought they did a really good job of executing the game plan. I do feel bad for Coach Barty. It wasn't one of those deals where we tried to beat them by 70, and when we're under NCAA scholarship sanctions with only 11 players, and with one of those players redshirting and Trey Smoots, and being a real game for us and an exhibition for them, we're not afforded the luxury to play a couple of our walk-ons who are redshirting as well. And so, a lot of the second half we had 4 or 5 freshmen on the floor, and our guys just continue to play the right way. And so, I know that's Coach Barty's done a really good job down there at Colorado College. I have a lot of respect for their program. He's a guy that I kind of had to tell a story before the game to him, that when he was a player at Monmouth, his mom lived near the rec center that I grew up by. And so when I was an 8th or 9th grader, or actually probably more like a 6th or 7th grader, when he was at Monmouth University as a player, he used to work out at the Westminster Rec in the summertime. So I was a guy that used to shoot with him and rebound balls for him. He had no idea who I was at the time, but it's kind of funny how that kind of comes full circle. And so I wish those guys the best of luck. They got a young team as well, and they'll do some good things with the group that they have. Yeah, and the thing about Trent was, those 15 shots he took, 15 of those were all good shots, and that's a thing that we really work on. When a guy has the hot hand, we got to try to find him. As I told him, he has the school record, but he's still 3rd place on my all-time three-point shooting deal, because I had a guy make 16 in a game, and I had a guy make 13 in a game, and he probably would have got to that if we would have kept him in there. But I just thought that the way the game was going, that we didn't make sure we keep him fresh for the Pepperdine game come Tuesday. Yeah, we just take what the defense gives us. We put a premium on shooting and recruiting, and if a guy has an open shot, we want him to take it. That's kind of the way our team's built this year. We got a guy in Jordan Davis who can really get the ball into the paint, and we got some other guys that can really space the floor and they can knock down open shots. And I just think it's one of those deals where we're not going into a game looking to shoot 47 threes, or in the case of the other night, 49 threes, but you kind of take what the defense gives you. They were trying to pack it in a little bit, and our guys did a good job of making the easy play and the right play. And if that means we shoot 47 threes, that means we shoot 47 threes, because it's really hard when you make 23 threes. You times that by 3, you got to make a lot of 2s to try to keep up with us. And when you guard the three-point line like we do, which I thought we did a much better job in the second half. They had 10 attempts at halftime. Our goal is to make sure that the other team doesn't shoot 14, and leading up to that last timeout, and they had 13. So we challenged our guys to make sure that they get a 14. But they got to 15, but I thought our guys did a really good job of trying to make them beat us with 2s, which we didn't feel like they could. Yeah, that's luckily for us, they've been able to practice since June, and so it's not necessarily the transition that most freshmen have or had back in the day, when you could start practicing October 15th, and now you're 10 practices in before your first Division I game. So I think our guys, they've done a really good job. And when you recruit kids with character, you recruit kids that have a good feel for the game, their adjustment to this level, and when you recruit programs, that's the other thing. You got to make sure you recruit the right high school programs, the right junior college programs, the right AAU programs, so when they get to this level, that transition's not as tough, as because they've had a lot of the winning habits that we look for that's been instilled in them by their high school coach. So those guys, all come from great programs. I was really happy for Cole Bergen coming off the bench. He's a guy that has an incredible feel for the game, as good of a feel for the game as any player I've coached, and for him to kind of get out there and kind of get his feet wet and build some confidence, because we need somebody at that post spot to kind of separate themselves. And right now, between Kai, Mato, Cole, and Core, it's kind of a four-headed monster. Unfortunately, you can't play 4 of those guys, and so those guys will continue to battle in practice, and they're going to get what they earn. And a guy like Sam Masson, for his high school coach, Coach Grahams, to be here tonight, for him to play the way he did. He's a guy that's he doesn't look the part, but when he gets out there, he can play the part. So excited to get these guys out here. It's time to play a good Division I opponent, and Pepperdine's a good team, a young team, kind of like us. who has a good player, and Kobe Ross, a former Colorado kid. And so, we'll get back to the drawing board and hopefully get ready to put forth our best effort on Tuesday against the Waves.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.